Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career.
Hey, box drop.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run it here with Gordon. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now to the air, Locke. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. We ain't giving up nothing. Kill.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his 1st NFL carry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. A 1st carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. On 1st down, Muhammad. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Carr now on first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the screen. Go, go. 47's the mic.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Locke escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, wolf.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is the tight end fan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
go now. 18 Gator. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Can you two jet bomber? Can you two jet bomber? Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback?
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. On first down, Muhammad. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're good. 185. Express.
Carr going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll run on first down. Muhammad And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
93. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
53 to Mike. 53.
93.
Bandit. Bandit.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43, 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. On the carry, it's Muhammad, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
29. March 46 press. March 47.
from midfield. Here's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Got his man. It's Williams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Check line 47. Check line 47. I got him. 47 line. 47 line.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Blue draw quarter. Hey, high 7.
Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Muhammad. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Get in the weight room. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. To throw his Carr. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Right here, right here.
Now Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's held. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. Flushed out right. He's going to win. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke able to get this to Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Ready, ready. 18, Gator. Hey, Haywood. Ready, ready.
One final try for Locke. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Oakland, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.